Welcome to advanced training. Your first mission originally took place in Sydney, Australia.
Hello, it's Tom with Digital Foundry. Only a month away from its March 11th release, this Hitman beta on PS4 is our first glimpse of how the game's turning out. So what is this installment of Hitman about anyway? Well, basically, it's developer IO Interactive's reboot of the franchise for current gen consoles and PC, though no beta is planned for Xbox One. When it does come out officially in March, it'll follow an episodic structure with missions in Italy and Morocco coming in each following month. But this PS4 beta essentially acts as a prologue to the full game. It throws us into two tutorial missions with Agent 47, letting you try all the tools in his arsenal before things kick off properly. And this is the first of the two included, basically an agent training exercise set on a cruise ship. We're after that bloke in the middle, and we have to stealth our way up and around any way we can, stealing costumes to pass by guards undetected, and just trying our best to fit in. But as you'll see later on, I sort of give up on the whole playing it stealthy thing and just go ballistic to see what happens. Anyway, I know enough about how it plays and more about the technical side. So based on a pixel count, this runs at a straight 1920 by 1080 resolution on PS4 with post-process AA in Play 2. The lighting and huge clusters of crowds do a lot for the atmosphere, and there's plenty of secret entry points and objects across the scene that can be used to reach your target. But the drawback? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? At least in its beta, Hitman on PS4 is really not keen on showing big crowds like this all in one sweep. It's essentially killing the frame rate with drops to near 20 frames per second anytime we're in this area.
That is your target, Calvin Ritter.
The issue is the game's also running with an unlocked frame rate, and on this level we only see a perfect 60 FPS line in very rare spots, like this kitchen. Generally though, play unfolds at around 20 to 40 frames per second, and typically at the lower end for this mission. So in other words, the answer is pretty obvious. It really should be capped at 30 FPS for this level, and maybe even use an adaptive VSync to help reduce the stutter when it drops below that. Unfortunately, it's quite regular to see sub 30 FPS readings, but adaptive VSync might help to put some controller response back in our hands at these moments, at the cost of some tearing. But right now, letting it run up and down the scale doesn't really make for a very consistent experience here. But there is a glimmer of hope for the final release. A second final mission is also included in the beta, which actually almost justifies the game being unlocked and able to hit 60 FPS. The fact that there's fewer NPCs makes things much easier for the PS4, and here we're sticking around 55 frames per second for the most part, with a few drops to 50. It's not a far ways off at all, but it does still seem like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the game still drops quite heavily once we sneak closer towards the base. Again, here a 30 FPS cap might make more sense. But enough of that, a PC beta is also coming exactly a week from now, so we'll see then exactly how PS4 stands up. Curiously, there's absolutely no word on Xbox One's own beta, and we wonder why. For that, we'll just have to wait until the March 11th final release. Right, that's it for the moment. Enjoy the carnage that's about to kick off. If you enjoyed this vid, give us a like or subscribe, and until next time, see you later.
Just a moment.
Your target is down. Now head towards an exit.
What the fuck is that?